Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today I'm going to be talking about Fei Long from Street Fighter. Now, Fei Long grew up in Hong Kong and displayed a very clear interest in martial arts, starting to train in Kung Fu at the age of 6. Now, he was very talented and was in fact able to develop his own form, and in order to test this, he would travel to the streets and fight people in order to sharpen his skill. After each fight, he'd learn more about his strength and his weaknesses, as well as the things he could change, leading to him becoming a very sharp striking and physically powerful fighter. Now, as he grew up, his fighting capabilities would be noticed by a movie director, and eventually this would lead to him actually breaking into the movie business. Now, Fei Long can in fact be seen in Street Fighter Alpha 2. Although he actually isn't a playable character, he does feature in the background of Dan Hibiki's stage. He makes his first storyline appearance in Street Fighter Alpha 3. Now, Fei Long became a legend in Hong Kong, not only for just his movies, but his incredible fighting capability. This in fact had caught the attention of the criminal organization known as Shadaloo, and they wanted to recruit him, and if he wasn't willing to join them, then he would have it done by force, sending Balrog and Vega as enforcers to actually bring him to Shadaloo against his own will. But things didn't go as planned, and Fei Long was able to defeat both Balrog and Vega. Now, nothing essentially came from this, as Shadaloo's pursuit for him had stopped, as around that time the Psycho Drive had been destroyed and Shadaloo was considered gone. These events would inspire him for his next massive film, and this film was so successful that it in fact propelled Fei Long into stardom. Now, despite being famous and kind of having all of the money in the world, Fei Long would quit acting as his love for martial arts had diminished because he hated having to stage his actual fights. He wanted something real, something that could get his blood pumping. So because of this, he would go back to street fighting and enter the second World Warrior tournament. Now, we don't know how far he participated, but it's strongly believed that he showed some disinterest in the tournament, possibly just left it to go back to street fighting. Now, despite this, he does in fact return back to the world of cinema at a later date. Now, during the events of Street Fighter 4, Fei Long begins shooting a new movie, and things quickly get turned upside down. You see, whilst filming, many of the people working on it, including his co-stars, had been attacked by people from Sin, the weapons division of Shadaloo. It seems that the reason why they were attacking them is because they wanted to gain Fei Long's attention, and because of this he pursued after them, so that way he could take down Sin. Now, Fei Long met many fighters on this journey, one being the young girl Makoto, who would challenge Fei Long in order to kind of build a reputation for herself, as she wanted to promote her martial arts. He later comes into contact with a man named Abel, who does recognize him and is a massive fan of him. Now, after this battle, Fei Long would apparently go toe-to-toe with Seth and defeat the evil mastermind. After this, Fei Long would return back to filming his movie, in which he is once again confronted by Abel. Now, Abel does warn him about Sin and Shadaloo, but Fei Long doesn't really care, as he wants to focus solely on himself and his film career. Now, Fei Long also does have a very small cameo in Street Fighter 5, where he's in fact seen in Rashid's prologue. He's one of the many people that Rashid had reached out to and is on Rashid's contacts, where he's apparently opening up a new movie and is ecstatic that many people want to go watch it. Now, if you haven't noticed yet, Fei Long has been massively influenced by the martial artist Bruce Lee, and is one of the many fighting game characters to honor him and the amazing things he did for martial arts in Asia and really the rest of the known world. There's in fact a very nice part in Street Fighter 2 where he directly references Bruce Lee and his son Brandon Lee, saying that there can never be another legend like the Great One and his son. Anyway, that's everything about Fei Long for now, guys. Sorry if this video had felt short, but there aren't many Street Fighter characters left I can talk about that have a lot of background to them. The next Street Fighter episode will be the Matsudas, so I will be talking about Laura and Sean in kind of like a put together video. But since there's not a lot left to really talk about, would you guys like to see me keep talking about Street Fighter, or possibly dabble into something else like Soul Calibur, or maybe Dead or Alive? Please let me know in the comments below. I always want to say keep an eye out next week, as I do have some really cool stuff to show you, which may involve some new gameplay of some sort. You'll find out more closer to the date, and if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see what's going on. Now, if possible guys, let's try getting this video to roughly about 500 likes. It's a great way of supporting my channel, as YouTube's algorithm system is completely broken at the moment, so you'd be helping out so much by just giving it a thumbs up. Now, as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care, and I'll see you all next time.